Oh, hello, friends. It's time. It's time again after our last dive into Sonic High School. I don't think I'm ever going to be the same, but this is chapter 18, The Murderer. So, we're on a good track already. Here we go. Let's just go with it. Vector ran at Sonic and Knuckles Jr., who were there in his room with his teeth going at a million miles an hour. O-U-R. Hour. Yup.
"Here comes your death straight from my mouth,"
said Vector as he ran at them, still going. "Ah!" shouted Sonic. Sonic was fast and able to do it, so he ran forward between Vector's legs and under his body and hit his head into Vector's penis while sliding through. He was still holding Knuckles Jr., the baby. Sonic ran to another wall of the room, but Vector ran right back at him with his big crocodile bite move. And Sonic dodged him again, and it kept happening, again and again.
"Stop it!" shouted Sonic. "Stop doing this!"
Sonic was sick of hitting his head into Vector's penis, and was beginning to leave a mark, and it was embarrassing to Sonic to have someone else's penis mark on your head. Okay.
"This better come out before school,"
said Sonic, rubbing the mark Vector's penis left on his forehead.
"No, you must die,"
said Vector, and continued to be the murderer that he had turned out to be.
"No, stop, come on,"
said Sonic, yelling. He was getting so mad. But Vector ran at him another time, and Sonic kept hitting his thick green crocodile dick. Why are you making me read this? And it kept getting harder now every time he hit it. Sonic guessed weird things like this were sexy to Vector. Sonic kept hitting his penis and making it harder and harder until one time Sonic slid under where his penis and stuff was and hit it with his head again. So semen ejaculated out of his penis and across the floor in a long puddle like a slip and slide covered with mayonnaise. Why do you do this to me?
"All right,"
said Sonic. Vector looked shocked. He did not even notice penis was turning into a hard penis. Now Sonic threw Knuckles Jr. at the puddle of Vector's semen. No. Knuckles Jr. glided across Vector's semen like a baby speedboat and did a roller coaster turn and flew up on Vector. Knuckles Jr. landed somewhere on him and did a tumble forward and got his head where he poked Vector's eyes, and Vector began to scream.
"Ha! Bitch baby, that hurts, I'll kill you!"
screamed Vector while Knuckles Jr. rolled off his body and over to the door of his room. "Over here, Sonic," said Knuckles Jr., while Vector was still rubbing his eyes, which hurt from the attack. Sonic ran over to the door with his speeding legs and kicked it down like a professional wrestler picking up a person and then hitting them down to the ground through a door. Sonic then picked up Knuckles Jr. and ran through the door and down the hall through Vector's house and saw lots of green things and things that were about crocodiles and also bad things like rooms full of drugs and guns and even things like weird African porn videos.
"Hey yo, what the fuck?"
Then he got to a different door and opened it and walked onto the other side and closed the door and put some things in front of the door to block it. Then was a stomping loud noise, like a bowling ball with legs, was jumping up and down on the floor and hitting it hard. Vector went up to the door and put his body on it, trying to crash through, like a penis going into a big hard vagina.
"Open this, please!"
screamed Vector as he tried to hit it down.
"No way! Why did you kill Charmy?"
shouted Sonic at Vector, who was on the other side of the door that was hard to get through.
"Because Knuckles messed it all up. Knuckles or Espio are supposed to kill the other when they fought in the school hallway that time. I made the fight happen because I wanted one of them to die because they are both...
Oh no.
And they are the only people who could beat me and become the new football team captain. So I went to Knuckles' house instead. After and replaced the robot Charmy and took the real one home, and Judah's broken body made him into meat that I can use for meals. He was no use to anyone, especially not me. None of you are. Ah!"
Vector screamed and hit the door, but still could not get through.
"Where did you get a Charmy robot? Is Eggman involved? This could ruin things for everyone, don't you know?"
said Sonic back to Vector, like a ship sending a message to a different ship. cool.
When you begin to do crimes, you become dark, and I have now become darker than shadow.
I made friends with Al-Qaeda. They made me a charming robot using Osama bin Laden's technology. Oh my god. He was bulletproof and was going to kill first Knuckles, then Espio in the hospital, and maybe the rest of you if I wanted, but you messed it up, shit idiot. Ah! Vector hit the door so hard that it actually started to break. Let's get out of here, said Knuckles Jr. We can call the police. Let's just get out of here and get safe. Then Sonic and Knuckles ran out of the house, but just when they were doing that, Vector broke through the door and jumped like an alligator at Sonic and Knuckles Jr. and hit them to the ground and landed on top of them.
Now I will kill you just like I did to Charmy,
said Vector, and opened his really big mouth to bite their bodies. But then, all of a sudden, something came out of the sky and picked them up, and Vector was left there on the ground, looking like a teen loser.
We're in the air now, said Tails. I rescued you.
Tails was using his flying tails to fly, and was holding Sonic, who was holding Knuckles Jr. They were like a helicopter? There's a question mark, I don't know why.
What? How did you know we were here?
Said Sonic, who was shocked to be in this situation.
I looked at Charmy Robot and figured out it was from Al-Qaeda.
I still can't get over fucking Al-Qaeda.
And broke into the government computer network system data and found out that Vector was friends with Al-Qaeda,
said Tails, the smart friend of Sonic.
But I thought you were pissed at me,
said Sonic with a questioning sound.
I'm tired of being mad at you. We are best friends again, said Tails. Cool, now let's get Vector, said Sonic.
By now they were up above the clouds, which is very high.
Fly down and I will kick his face off.
Tails flew down fast, and Sonic held onto Knuckles Jr. really tightfully. Sonic had his legs sticking out to kick, and they went down faster than a shooting star being shot out of a gun down. They went down back to the floor where Vector was and kicked Vector's face. Vector's head almost spun around because they hit him so hard, but now he was on the ground.
Tails, do that one more time, said Sonic.
Tails flew up, and then Sonic revealed his balls, even though he could see almost the whole country from up here. He did not care, because this was more important. Sonic scratched his balls and held onto Knuckles Jr. while Tails flew down fast again. Sonic's balls dragged behind him and the sky, and then they went down to the bottom of the ground, and Sonic's diseased ball smacked Vector's face. What the fuck? No! Screamed Vector as Sonic's ball smacked into his mouth and nose and eyes, like a plastic bag full of pudding. Vector looked into the sky and made an asshole face for the last time, and then he turned into stone and then turned into dust and was now dead.
I can be glad for once that my balls are very poisonous, said Sonic as he looked at the pile of dust that was Vector before he died and did some squinting. He is dead, and everyone is okay now.
Thank goodness, said Knuckles Jr. to them. This was too much excitement for one night.
Look at the bright side, said Tails to them. 2 of the worst teenagers in high school are now dead. Yes, it is all fixed now, said Sonic. They took Charmy's body with them, but not Vector's, who was now a pile of dust, because they thought he did not deserve to be nice too. They went home to get ready for school tomorrow, and Sonic thought, there are still more problems to deal with in high school. This is not over, especially not for me.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's gonna be the end of this episode. I'm still trying to process the fact that Sonic just killed someone with his nuts. The story just keeps getting more and more interesting, don't it, kids? Well, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store, and I would appreciate you checking those out. Someday I hope to do live streams again, but until then I have to, depend on the Ko-Fi and merch store to kind of keep things afloat around here. So if you can check those out, cool. If you can't, don't worry about it. I have a Discord if you'd like to come and hang out with me and all my weird friends. And I have a subreddit if you'd like to send me weird stories. Stories you found, weird fan fiction, write your own weird fan fiction, anything. r/Moonhorse stories. Go check it out. It's just like my channel, just a complete trash fire. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.